What's up, guys? It's Eric here. Today, we're going to VOD review a game from one of China's biggest tournaments, probably China's biggest tournament so far, their mid-set regional qualifier. Now, if you don't want any spoilers for this, skip like 10 seconds ahead in the video, but this is the most heartbreaking end to a tournament I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to pull over the scores in a sec, so if you don't want to see, skip ahead. These are the final score lines for all the players. Just checking. Yeah, you can see everything really well. Flancy wins this tournament with a total of 26 points, and Sarain goes second with 34 points. Then Keza goes third with 33 points because of how checkmate works. Flancy won this tournament going 5th, 8th, 3rd, 6th, 5th, and 1st because he got a first at the end. I mean, if this doesn't show you that checkmate is a stupid format for tourneys, I don't know. I don't know what will. In any case, today we're gonna watch a game from the player who actually got second at the tournament, but should have won the tournament because he was 8 points ahead of first and 1 point ahead of the person who would have been second, but who ended up being third. This is Sarain. I don't know much about this player. I've never VOD reviewed them before, so it should be pretty interesting. But I mean, honestly, they dominated the tournament, and if there was a reasonable structure whatsoever, they would have won. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth VOD reviewing them rather than yeah, I could VOD review Flancy. Look at the last game. Oh, he won the last game. What a beast! Okay, he wins. But yeah, I mean, so far he got a Darius and a Jace drop. Didn't really want to hold on to the Jace, which makes sense. I mean, Piltover is strong on this patch, but I think Darius is stronger. The only awkward thing is he hasn't seen a single Noxus unit yet outside of the Darius, so he doesn't really have the best Noxian opener, and he just has the Chain Vest. We'll see what his items end up being. You can always build Titans on Darius. It's okay. It's not, like, as I've talked about in the past, it's not my favorite item on him, just because he doesn't stack it super quickly, but it's definitely, like, fine. It's definitely good. Um, Sunfire is a reasonable early game slam. Yeah, the question is, what do you want to buy here? I like holding you around up here. Oh, the other interesting thing about this player is they are picking the Ezreal Legend, which is, not super typical, at least on NA. Like, no one picks this Legend. Okay, so we get Reroll. Reroll has the option of taking Ez. I would have probably looked at Unified here. I think Unified Gold is quite good, but he doesn't think so. Um, and in my series, we have the Sunfire plus Cloak. So if you take the Rod, you can go like Sunfire Ionic, which is quite solid, and then just play into some kind of AP line. Or you can just take the Ezreal Augment, which will give you more items. I would probably just take the Ezreal Augment, stay a little bit open, and just see what we get. But we'll see. Like if you take I mean, the other thing you can do here is he's like sort of like scouting the entire lobby and seeing maybe like if AP is super open. Yeah, and it didn't look like there was a ton of people playing towards AP. So we can take this. He's basically hard committing to AP at this point. And now this will just be his board. I would assume, yeah, we can just level for the Orianna here, and then you can just slam everything onto this Maokai. Oh, he's gonna put it on Darius actually. Interesting. Huh. I mean, Darius can be way less tanky than Maokai. He's gonna do some more damage. I'm surprised by this. I would definitely slam on Maokai, because Darius's ult is not even magic damage; it's physical. So it's not like he's gonna benefit from the Ionic so much. Yeah, I'm surprised about where he put. I mean, maybe the idea is that he wants to move these items later, but it's like there's no way he's playing Maokai later, right? I don't know. Interesting play so far. I mean, Darius actually lived the longest. I guess like if you put Darius in between the two bastions, he will quite often be the last unit to die. So I could perhaps see it. And like you always kind of that's interesting. You always kind of want Darius in the middle of the two bastions, because like you don't want him to die immediately. So yeah, he's like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So he puts his damage aura items on his AD frontline carry because you already want to sort of like protect the Darius, just because of the fact that Darius is like a carry. And so like this just goes further in that direction. It's pretty interesting. I mean, yeah, I feel like Viego would probably still already be stronger than just the Darius. Wow, maybe I mean, this Darius is a really insane unit, but he values the Darius even over getting Bastion in for his Maokai too. I mean, these are the plays that are really interesting early game, like how people value certain early synergies, early units. I would definitely value Bastion here, and I'm still not completely convinced that that isn't correct, but we'll see how the rest of the game plays out. Like he is losing a few fights early. Either way though, he's got a decent early board with this what do you call this, augment magic wand? I think I don't take it that frequently. I do think it's pretty solid, especially if you're going to play into some kind of AP game. It's probably best in something like invokers, um, because you don't have that sort of like raw AP already. What's really nice about this is it gives raw AP to your entire team. I'd probably just sell this. I would personally just get Callista in and over the whatchamacallits, the whatever this unit is called, Viego. Um, yeah, because it's just, I mean, it's 10 times stronger. I mean, You don't necessarily have to full loss streak this game. We'll see how our next few fights go. There is that Piltover player who we're probably going to end up beating. So we'll see. We'll see what the rest of the early game looks like. But I mean, this is strongest board for now. And like, if we lose this fight, it'll probably be like a decent loss. We're 94 HP already, and we can go for like a really, really healthy 5 loss streak potentially, depending on what the rest of the lobby looks like. So yeah, we'll see. We're fighting. Was that a Z2? A Z2 with idealism? I'm curious if Reroll Z is still played that much in China. Because like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think this comp is very good anymore after the patch, but I don't know. Maybe China has an angle on it that I do not know, and probably not. I don't know what the angle would be. In any case, we live until Carousel here. I would probably go for Tira Rod here. He's looking at the Swain with Giant's Belt, looks like. Yeah, I would almost never take this Giant's Belt here. That's really interesting. I would always go for Tira Rod in this situation because we already have 4 components that are basically committed to frontline items. And so, like, if we don't take a tier rod here, it's very possible that we just get left out to dry. Like, imagine our drops from Krugs are like cloak chain. Like, aren't your items just ruined this game? But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he really values the Swain because he knows that he wants to play towards Sorks this game. And yeah, like, you can make 20, play the Swain. Pretty nice. I would scout around here. I think the only piece and we're like in a guaranteed beat is like we definitely lose these fights. Um, but if we fight that Piltover player, who's probably the last place, oh my god, what? That Flancy's board is just a Karma 2, like a beast on 2-5? Kind of insane. We have this Piltover player who's a full 10 HP lower than us. Though their board is not that. Like he could, yeah. I like this a lot. He sells the Maokai, because like this board is actually not that weak. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Like this person actually made the mistake of like, I mean, I guess they're always gonna win this fight. But like they actually have items slammed on the Echo, so it's like they could like we could make our board just a little bit weaker, and we have a very good shot of losing this. And then he slams the items onto Swain like this at the last second, to try to make him slightly stronger so that we can kill this Echo. You gotta walk a fine line here, though, because if you win this fight, it's fucked. But I'm a really, really beautiful play there to know that you have the possibility. It's 1 in 4 chance, but he plays for the 1 in 4 because he wants to play for 5 loss. Because also he's so healthy, right? The worst case scenario, he takes a 5 loss into a 5 loss, and then like he's still like 70 HP. So yeah, really, really clean play here. I like it a lot. He had a weak opener, and so he's just gonna play for the 5 loss. But it wasn't so weak, like that he won, or that he didn't kill any units. Like he killed units. Now he has to know like who's he playing for. I think he should lose all of these fights. Oh, but look at that. That player there is trying to play for Lost Streak as well. You see that? They're backlining all their units, and beautiful, beautiful. He scouts it, sees that they're backline. Like look at this. They've blocked in their Cho'Gath because they're trying to lose this fight. So yeah, this player wanted to play. I don't know why though. They're 86 HP. I can't imagine that they're on that big of a loss streak. Maybe they're just trying to guarantee like a 3 loss or something. But yeah, I mean this is Chinese TFT, like the whole lobby trying to play for loss streak. We sold our entire board. The only problem is the Swain is pretty strong, but there's nothing we really could have done, right? Like we don't want to have to sell the Swain, so it's just between this Swain and their Mals. I think if they kill our Swain first, oh my god, that Swain getting the ult off there was huge, and then it's gonna shock the Orianna, and then overtime comes, and then boom, we lose the fight, and oh my god, Orianna kills our Swain at the last second. I mean, this is the most beautiful loss streak you can ask for. 78 HP. Like, that's insane. Like, look, the person who won a fight against us, the Piltover player, is 70 HP. So we're 78 HP. We managed to get to our 5 loss, and we managed to grief the loss streak of the Piltover player. I mean, this was a perfect stage 2. This was really, really well played. And this is like, it's nothing like crazy, right? It's nothing like, oh my god, I've never seen a player do that in my life. But it's just clean, good TFT. He scouts, he knows that there's a chance that he's going to fight that player, and he does not want to risk the possibility of losing his loss streak. So he just sells his board up to these 2 units. He knows that his board is actually going to lose to the other board if he just keeps in the Swain and the Orianna, and he wants to hold on to these units. So he does that, and then boom, all of a sudden we're 5 loss like a beast. What the fuck was this, Krugs? We got 1 component and 6 gold. Is that legal? I mean, I guess like everyone else got like nothing too, right? It's like supposed to be relatively equivalent for everyone, but that's so odd. Um, we hit the Zeri early here, which is it's like a little bit sad that it's kind of like too late to play around this area. This is pretty cool that he's gonna get Demacia in here. I didn't see this angle, but I mean, you have the Sona, you have the Garen. I mean, might as well. And you have Sork, so yeah, just get Demacia in here. But yeah, like if we had different items slammed, This would be an amazing spot, and we just put Zeri in. Like, imagine you have like Guinsoo slammed here, like your game is just easy, but we don't. So we have to play around this, and it's fine. He even slams the item on the Garen to get the spin off to try to get a kill. That's really really nice. Just yeah, like I said, like continuing, just like clean, good play. Slam the item on the Garen. He's gonna cast slightly faster, and we might kill an extra unit with that. And look at this, another great loss. Wow, 2 loss here. 2 unit loss here. He's going to be above 70 HP on a 6 loss streak. That is crazy, crazy. All right, going into our second augment here, we get triple prismatic. Oh my god. Whoa, he's going to immediately reroll level up. He's a lot of gold here, right? I would, I think level up's very solid in this position. I mean, I would roll the other two first to see. Golden ticket, I don't want to roll too much. Final reserves, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think this augment, but I mean, we are on a loss streak. So if there were ever a time to take it, I mean, level up versus final reserves. God damn it. My phone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's buzzing the hell out of. Okay. Okay. We're done. We're done. He takes final reserves. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, when stats existed, I believe the stats for this augment were not great. And I've not seen too many people pop off with it, just anecdotally, because we don't have stats. So I got to go the other way, anecdotally. So yeah, I gotta say I'm not like a super fan of it. But I am down to see how this goes. Like, my God. I just realized, can I have audio on? Like, is he talking or playing music? Oh, there's no audio regardless. Okay. I like to have, just like the game audio when it happens, but that means like usually people are playing music or they're like talking. But this is a tournament game, so like maybe not. Okay, so we are going to be final reserves 7. I mean, yeah, like I said, if there were ever a spot for it, this would be it, right? A very healthy loss streak. You can just continue to play loss streak, maybe till 4-1, maybe past that, and then spike. But yeah, okay, let me look up the actual values on final reserves, because like the question is like, is it better than level up here? It gives you 80 XP and 40 gold, and level up is giving you every time you spend when you buy XP, you gain an additional 3, and you gain 2 immediately. So level up for every 4 gold you spend is giving you 3, and final reserves is giving you the equivalent gold value of 120 gold. It's just you don't get it right now. So I mean, theoretically, it makes sense, right? To get that value out of level up, you would need to spend, what is that, 160 gold? Yeah, you'd have to spend 160 gold on level up, which seems hard if you use 50 gold. Yeah. So, I mean, if you just math it out, it sounds like final reserves is oftentimes higher value than the level up. The problem is you have to go down to 1 HP to get the value. And very frequently people will just, like die after going down to 1 HP. And you have to play down a prismatic. Like if you had level up, he could be like pre-pumping levels here very cheaply. But, instead he has no augment. So that's of course the downside. But I mean, it does pass the check where like it can be stronger. So we have this tier already. I might just go for the 4 cost rod. You could also just go for like Shojin here. He's gonna go for spat. Wow. Work spat, I guess. But we still don't have any damage items, right? He's not gonna make a Noxus spat. I would be quite surprised at that. But yeah, he goes for the spat here, full greed mode. I mean, I guess he knows that he's final reserves. He knows that he is gonna make it to like late game. So like chances are he'll find some items. But I mean, you could be dead end of stage 4 if you never win a fight this game, like reasonably. But yeah, wow. A lot of really interesting decisions out of this player so far. Like I would never look to take the spat here. And now we can just get in the 4 Sork board, which is pretty nice. What else do you play? What else do you play? I mean, I guess you could just put in, yeah, Juggernauts plus 4 Sork. Um, does he really think 4 Sork is too strong? Because I would always just play 4 Sork over this Galio. Yeah, okay. This looks fine. You like Garen over Darius here? Nah. Darius is probably better. Darius is like all single target, so he's much better at like actually killing units. So that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, so we're just gonna play a full loss streak into fast level 8, maybe fast 9. I mean, it's 120 gold value that you get, so maybe it can just be fast 9 from this spot. We're almost level 7. And then I have to assume with all these AP items, we're just gonna play 5 cost board with like an Ari carry, because that is like one of the strongest units in the game right now. Can we kill this Taric as well? He's doing such a good job actually killing unit. I was gonna say, but he almost actually lost. Like didn't kill that last unit, but still like a 4 unit loss there. Especially with like how garbage his board is not bad, and he just gets to pre-level the level 7 here, like a beast, can just full level here for like a random, I don't even know, this Katarina. Oh yeah, Katarina's Noxus, you have no stacks, and you would lose Juggernaut, but I don't hate it because she just kills units. I would probably just full level up here and play a random Irelia, just so that we get another unit on the board. Maybe we can kill something. She's gonna get the 20% AP from the rod, the magic wand. It's actually kind of sick. Pushing levels aggressively um, with the magic wand because like for every unit you add, you're getting 20% AP onto a new unit. So it's like kind of it's high value when you play a lot of units. Man, this Swain unit, like it's actually insane that he's killing these units that quickly because his board, like how much gold does his board cost here? It's like under 20 gold, right? It's like 3, 5. Like Mouse is only 6. Oh, we don't kill another unit here, so this is actually a pretty bad loss. 6-unit loss here. But I mean, yeah, the fact that this fight was even... Oh, wait, no, it's actually only a 5-unit loss because the Void Remmer was one of them. Okay, so 5 units, almost 4 units is not the worst. This player here going a Rek'Sai reroll, I think this comp stinks, but maybe we can see some Chinese Rek'Sai reroll pop off. Yeah, what's actually the gold value of this board? Um, and that's 14. His board is worth 14 gold. Yeah, so I'm I can definitely understand why he's not killing that many units, but I mean, the fact that he's even 24 here is pretty good, and he has the full 10 loss, level 7, 50. I wonder if he's going to roll it all before proccing Final Reserve, or if he's just going to full send it and just go fast 9. I mean, you probably do just go fast 9, because like if you roll an 8, you're like guaranteeing yourself... I mean, you're not guaranteeing yourself like a bot 4, but you're making it very easy for like the game to just ruin itself for you. Wow, these drops from Krugs. Uh, oh, he goes Ionia Spat. I was thinking Sork Spat plus Shojin. Interesting. Okay. I mean, Ionia Spat's good. Means you can sort of like cut an Ionia unit later if you're gonna play around Ari, because like Shen's a very solid unit. And Ari's of course Ari. But then like past that, you can play like Karma, you can play like Yasuo if you have Yasuo items, but they're not like amazing. So I like this. Because like you're probably gonna play like Shen Rise, so you don't really need to get the Invoker with Karma. And then he just makes blue buff, which is obviously a really good Ari item. Depending on your setup, you don't necessarily need blue buff. Like if you are playing it from like Vertical Invoker, you don't have to build blue buff, but he's not playing it from Vertical Invoker. He's gonna be playing it with just Ionia and maybe 2 Invoker, so this makes a lot of sense. Okay, the question here is how many units can he kill, and how long can he delay his final reserves proccing so that he can just get the most value out of his lost streak as possible. Here he killed, was that 0? Oh, it looks like he killed 1. 6 units alive, so he's down to 10 HP. What do we get here for, too? I can't get, like... We already rolled past level up, so we can't get level up. What would you even want in this situation? I mean, you just want some strong combat augment, right? So that when you spike, you don't just die. But he is going to be able to full go to 9, right? He's 50 gold here. Yeah, he will easily be able to go to 9 with a good bit of gold to roll. I mean, Sork's Spat seems fine. Rolls past it. He's portable, sees Know Your Enemy. He's gonna have a lot of synergies in. I don't hate Know Your Enemy. Really? Salvage bin here? Okay, I am shocked about that. I mean, maybe we can make like a Fawn later. He's actually just gonna... Wow, he's gonna remake everything. Oh my gosh. Okay. Uh, I would be way too, like, this makes me way too dizzy to do, but I mean, is this guy like the god of TFT or something? Like, if you're doing this, you are very confident in your skills because he's not, he's not gonna like pre-pump or anything. Yeah, break this down too. Why not, man? Why not? Um, this play, like, my palms are sweaty. Like, I'm so nervous watching this play. We're gonna make Warmogs. I mean, it's probably still Ionic, right? You could make Shojin, but like, my biggest thing is like, I already decently liked his items. I'm surprised that he wants to like remake, like make them into something else. But okay, I mean, he's still thinking about. I guess you could go Gunblade. Gunblade's another possibility. Okay, he pre-levels actually to 8 here just to buy himself a little bit of time and get a better unit in. He is gonna proc final reserves here. So down to 1 HP. He doesn't even have the extra time. Like if he had gone down on 4-2, you get extra time on 4-2 because you get the augment pick. He doesn't even have extra time on 4-3. So he has to make this entire transition in one round. And if he fucks up at all, he's just dead immediately. So I don't know. This is one of the most exciting games of TFT I have seen in a long time. It could easily be an 8th. He also has Archangels as an out as well. He's like Shojin Archangels that he could make. Boom, there's an Ari. That's good. He's already leveled. Oh yeah, it just pre-levels it all the way because it's 80 XP. So he's already 9 and he has 80 gold to roll. He's gonna make Ionian Spat. He's gonna get the Kaisen. Now the rolling has to start. Finds a few 5 costs. Finds some other stuff. Finds Atrox too. Finds Belveth. Finds a Scion. He's gonna get Heimerdinger in as well, which means he's gonna have to buy these upgrades as well. Grabs the Belveth. He does already have a Mars Shred, but he probably will end up just getting Trinko because it's solid. There's Tark, who he has 1 second left. Okay, and that's it. He managed to get 6 Ionia in? Oh my god. What a beast. I didn't even realize that he was fitting in 6 Ionia here, and that's what he was pre-planning for. The 6 Ionia. I thought it was just going to be a 3 Ionia board, but it's 6 Ionia, Ionia Spat Belveth. I mean, looking at this is 50 times stronger than like the Sorcerer Spat idea that I had, so I mean, really, really smart stuff. Wow. And he managed to hit Belveth too. I didn't even see that he hit that. But yeah, he managed to hit Belveth too, so now his board should be insanely strong. He still probably wants a few more upgrades just to guarantee that he doesn't die. Ideally, he would want just like an Orion Carousel here. Curious what he takes here. He's got this rod open. Could just go like JG. You could take the spat, but it's like actually pretty hard to like remake the spat. Yeah, I like JG here. It could worst case be like Guardbreaker or something. But yeah, like the Xanis spat's probably never getting remade for fun because one, it's just really good, and two, it's stuck on our Velvet too. But okay, that is the call. He makes JG here. He gets them Sunfire if he wants, but he doesn't even need Sunfire. Oh, that's smart. Oh, he never made Ionic Spark, right? He made BT. So now he can just go the Mechano Shrinko Shrinko and then get his Shred from that and demake his Ionic and Sunfire, which were strong frontline items. You ever go for Aatrox 3 this game? I mean, you can cut Tarek, right? I mean, he's a solid unit, but wouldn't you rather just play another Aatrox too? I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess he's um how did two Aatroxes work? Do they both like darken and like go in, or do they like not do that because it's a trait? I have no clue. I mean, the big thing is you would lose like Sork and Bastion, but like I don't know, who cares? Like I don't think Sork is that important on Ari, and I don't think Bastion is that important on this board. But the question is, I guess, just like how much value will you get out of this extra Aatrox? And like I kind of feel like a lot. He's gonna build it, okay. So yeah, I mean that's 6 Aatroxes and it's 4-5. If no one else can hit a bunch of these Aatroxes, it could legitimately be an Aatrox 3 game, but it requires a decent amount of gold. I mean, it's 4-5, so we're gonna get a lot more gold throughout this game. Oh, another Ari is huge. Okay. I mean, it's not like you can level and play another thing. I mean, you could also think about just cutting some of these Ionia units. Like, I know 6 Ionia is like thing, but like I don't know. I would be very tempted to just cut like Yasuo plus Irelia plus Set, and like yeah, you lose Juggernaut, but like who cares? Like you lose the 6 Ionia value, but like you get so much more value out of just like playing good units. He doesn't have insane units yet, but like, if he hit like a Scion 2 or a Cassante 2 or something, I would absolutely just cut these 3 Ionias, play 3 Ionia, and have like a really strong board. But this is a really nice way to like play a strong board for now. Like if you just try to play the 3 Ionia version now, you might actually die because you don't have enough gold to cap out your board high enough. And also, wait, there's another Final Reserves player that he's actually going to hard stomp. This player also procced Final Reserves. Oh my god. I didn't even realize that. This player took Final Reserves but couldn't cap their board high enough. They just couldn't hit a strong up a board. And so they got wrecked and get sent 8th. Oh, so it is the true first or 8th augment. If you cannot make a good enough board, you are just going 8th. Yeah, my god, what a play. What is that? Oh, that's our salvage bin item. Oh, and I forgot, by the way, this is the Galaxy the run. Also, I just realized, I guess I'm on one-time speed this game. Let's speed it up a little bit. I mean, we've had a lot to talk about, but this video is gonna be kind of long. I'm already 23 minutes, and we're still, I don't know how far in. I mean, a lot late game, a lot of it is just going to be fights, and maybe some cool transitionary stuff. Um, yeah, so he ends up taking these items. I mean, Hodge is very solid on Ari. What are you going after that though? Um, he's gonna break down the Hodge into Glove. I mean, you need to itemize Belveth, you need to itemize Ari, and you need to itemize Aatrox. Isn't this like so hard? He's gonna make Titans. Titans is like a gimme, but then where do you go from here? Like Protectors or Gem? Wait, but you don't want to make another JG, right? You want to make like a Hodge or an Archangels. Like Hodge, Protectors, Morellos, no. Protectors, Archangel's Guardbreaker, but the problem is like that's 2 AP items. Like where's the other one going? I guess you could Guardbreaker someone like Aatrox. Um, he's looking at Redemption JG. Really? Double JG, the Chinese tech. I mean, these are really hard choices. Um, I think I might have just gone Archangel's Guardbreaker. And just Guardbreaker my Atrox. Doesn't feel amazing, but like double JG doesn't feel very good either. Or you could just Archangel someone, but like I don't know. My Arcangel's like Heimer, like probably not. Um, so yeah, very interesting choices though. I don't know if I 100% agree, but with this choice, but I mean it's very hard, and I could believe that this is best. The JG does give you crit, it does give you AP. Like obviously you don't need the crit, the ability for your spells to double crit, but it's still pretty solid. So yeah, I don't completely hate it. We're on a 4 streak now, and we have to win streak the rest of the game if we want to live. We're probably just rolling until you hit an Ari. Once you hit RA2, you could maybe say that you're stable and stop rolling, but we are 1 HP, and our main carry is not 2-starred yet, so I would say you just got to keep rolling until you hit that. And we have Heimer paired up now, so like maybe if you hit Heimer too. He has managed to hit Yasuo too, and he got the Shannon. Or he got Karma in, right? He always had Shannon um, over the um, over the Aurelia. But yeah, it almost looks like he is just gonna stick on the 6 Ionia board for the rest of the game. I feel like on this board, uh, Yasuo plus Karma plus Set aren't really going to do too much. If you look at the damage dealt Yasuo does, I bet it is just pitiful. But I mean, until he has really insane units to play, I think it makes sense that this is the board. He's going to kill one more person here, so it is now a top at least 6. Well, let's bring it up to all the way to 2 times speed, by the way. Just so that wait. I don't think when I hit these, it's actually changing anything. Let me do it like this, because I think that's the only way you can actually do it. Yeah, there we go. Now we are zooming. My God. Okay, maybe that's too fast. Let's do like 1.75 or 1.5. That works. This is what we should have always been on, but for some reason, I thought I had it sped up, but oh my God, he actually sells the Aatrox here. Wow, okay, so he gives up on his Aatrox 3 Dream. I think what happened there, I can't know for sure because I just went too fast for my own good, but I think he saw a board that he was afraid of. He saw like one of these boards, like the Zed board or something maybe, and said, I'm actually like kind of afraid that I might lose a fight versus them, so I'm gonna sell this Aatrox. Because like if I die, then I can't hit Aatrox 3. So yeah, I think that was it. But I didn't see exactly which board it actually was. But I mean, that's the reason to do that. If you think that you're actually going to potentially lose a fight, you've got 15 gold on your bench. Like you kind of need to use that. So he sells the Aatrox. He stomps this fight. So maybe it wasn't this player. I think it's this Zed board that he keeps looking at this Zed player. I mean, they have 4 Slayer in. They have a Zed with a lot of damage. I still, especially just with the state of Zed right now, would be surprised if like this comp won. I mean, the only possibility would be like if this um if China was playing on the previous patch, but I don't believe that's the case because it's been a while since last patch came out. Like I would be kind of surprised if they were still on the last patch, and I feel like I would see more of like there would be more different stuff in this lobby, especially like just playing around the vertical Ari. I mean, you can probably tell by just looking at how Ari's casts look, if like what patch we're on. But yeah, oh my God. Wait, did you see VVX? I didn't even realize was a Stars is Born player. They're a Joe Bookmark enjoyer, surely. We end up taking Hodge here, which is really solid. He also gets Zed in here, which is going to give him Slayer, which is really, really nice. Means he has to drop out Invoker. But I mean, Slayer is really nice, especially now that you have a damage item onto this Atrox. So yeah, I like that a lot. Gonna get a Shen here. He's close to everything. Oh, where did he? Was it Ari too that he took off Carousel? Where did he get this Ari to? Or did he just rip it out of shop like a beast? I'll go back like real quick. Yeah. Wait. Oh no, he just hit Ari. I'm dumb. Like rolled and hit it. Oh, I thought he hit something else. I don't know why I thought he hit something else, but yeah, he just hit Ari 2 in the shop. And so now his board is like basically done. Shen 2 is good, but like I think he's gonna sit on this board for the rest of the game. Um, like in my opinion, I think cutting 3 Ionians makes a ton of sense, but maybe he just doesn't want to decrease the value of Ionia onto Ari and to Belveth. Like maybe he's just saying like, okay, if I if I get rid of the these stats on Arya and Belveth, like I'll just lose the game. Oh, you know what's a really easy way to tell if we're on the last patch is just look at Tarek's mana. I'll look at that next fight. I think it might be. We'll see. I mean, either way, like you could play this game that he's playing on either this patch or the last patch. So either way, an absolutely sick game. But it'll be interesting to see because Tarek used to start with mana and now he doesn't start with mana. So once the combat starts, we'll have to look at his mana and see. So yeah. Um, but I mean, he's still rolling here. Possibility of finding Shen 2. Also, there's not really much to econ for anyway. I mean, he's holding on to this Arise. It is Shuriman Arise, which is quite strong. but I don't see how you could fit it in. I think if you hit everything, like I was talking about, like if you hit Rise 2, Scion 2, like I'd absolutely get them in, but we uh we don't have that yet. So we're just going to play our board and do our best. And he's keeping everything relatively same side. Okay, ends up swapping here. Okay, let's look at Tark mana. If Tark like gets a bunch of mana at the start, it means we're on last patch. Oh no, okay. So then we're still we're on current patch. Okay, good. You never know with China; they have such a weird patch cadence. But yeah, this is on current patch. Because Tark would have started with like 55 mana if it was last patch. Oh my god. Oh, that was actually like really scary for a sec. Like the Zed one shot so many units. But I mean, a Belveth too with Ionia's spat, absolute beast, and he's gonna beat the Zed player and grab a top four. At least if Flancy dies here, it'll be a top three. Looks like Flancy's getting wrecked by this. Oh my god. This what do you call this unit? Rek'Sai is actually so gross here with the double Gargantuan Resolve, Titan's Resolve, and VT. Like that is Gigavis on Rek'Sai, so pretty cool. Top three now, us, the Rek'Sai player, and the Noxus player, it looked like. I haven't seen too much of their board. But BBX was Stars is Born Noxus, absolute beast. They know. They know the tech. I mean it's just so broken. I'm curious if they actually picked Caitlyn Legend. I assume not, but maybe. Like they probably just randomly got Stars is Born, but if they actually pick Caitlyn Legend, they're a beast. All right, one more item here. Um, GS Atrox probably. We need a third Aatrox item for sure. I don't really love Double Hodge here. I don't really love RFC. So it's probably just or GS Aatrox. You could go the RFC, I guess, for attack speed. Um, wait, I didn't see if they were. I'm gonna go back real quick because I want to know if they're Caitlyn Legend when he scouts. Well, they are. What a beast! BVX is Caitlyn Legend. All right. So yeah, he ends up taking Bramble here as well. I think he checks and sees that there's a lot of crit in this lobby. I mean, that's the only reason why you'd ever do that. Um, so yeah, and he's holding on to the two rises. Maybe he has some idea of pivoting at some point. Yeah, I'd probably even just Aatrox. I guess maybe it's like Darius with IE plus like JG JG Katarina. The Darius actually doesn't have IE, but it is JG Cat. I'd probably still just gone GS, especially because like on this board, like Darius and Katarina are both going to be in GS range. But I could definitely see the Bramble here, just because like probably the only way you lose this fight is if your front line gets one shot. Because like if your Aatrox is this tanky, like they just can't get through front line, and then you always win. So that makes sense. BBX is also 40 gold. But yeah, they finally took that loss there. The Vel'Koz player continues to win though. All right, I think I'm gonna crank it up to 2x speed now because oh wait, we're already on 2x. Oh, I thought we went to no, we were not. We're on 1.5. Okay, let's crank it up to 2x because now just the rest of the game is just gonna be us fighting these players. Not gonna be a lot of like really interesting decisions. It's mostly just gonna be we fight this person, do we position correctly, which will be fun to watch for sure. Yeah, I mean similarly in this against this board, as long as we have our super tanks in front of the Ari, the worst thing that can happen is what almost happened here, where Rek'Sai jumps through a frontline target and then almost can aggro onto Ari. Like that's the way we lose the fight. Is if Rek'Sai gets a frontline target low enough, jumps through it, and then just ends up pathing backline. That is the only way that we lose this game. So hopefully that doesn't happen. He continues to roll here. I mean, he has literally nothing to roll for at this spot. I guess just trying to deny units really. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing. I mean, I guess maybe yeah, it looks like they're denying units. That person had a Belveth one on their board, so deny as many Belveths as possible. If we stop them from hitting Belveth too, then that's a big achievement. They also have a golden duplicator on bench, so yeah, if they find one Belveth, they just have Belveth too, which is a pretty big upgrade, especially with this bruiser spat onto it. So makes a lot of sense. A Belveth on Carousel, but they're the correct side. So they're gonna end up getting it, and we're just gonna take a tank item here, Protector's Vow. I like this. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was the only tank item that was available. Okay, the only downside with up speed is that we're flashing between like 10,000. Maybe I'll start doing like slower VOD reviews, because like honestly, it starts to like it's like honestly okay. Let's go back to 1.5. Fuck it. The video's as long as it is. If you guys want to watch on 2 times speed, then just turn my video on like 1.25 times speed. Yo, look at this. The Protector's Vow on the set to get the earlier cast for the pull. It actually kind of makes a lot of sense because he put it on the correct side. It was actually pulling really like relevant targets. That was actually really cool. I've not done that, but it makes a lot of sense. We're probably going into our final fight. I mean, almost definitely, right? It's either us or them. It would be very like we would have to like beat them and it'd be like a 1 unit loss, and then maybe they live. I don't know what the damage for the stage is. Yo, look at that! Removers the set, and he's going to use the Protector's Vow. He's gonna cheese the Protector's Vow. That's so cool. It's just really, really clutch, clean play. And look at this. Sees that Rek'Sai same side as the set this time. Okay, so bam, Slam Protector's Vow, and boom. Infinite CC on this Rek'Sai. We're gonna get a second set cast on this Rek'Sai. I mean, there's no way, right? There's no way that Rek'Sai, I mean, unless Rek'Sai like full wrapped around and killed the Ahri before all the tanks, then wrapped back and killed the tanks. But yeah, there's no way. So, oh my god. What a crazy game. What a beautifully played first from Serain. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, check out my Twitch and all my other links down below. Thank you, thank you.